Alright, beauty, so jumping right into it, let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to let you guys know I did have a completely different idea for this wig. I was going to make it an ash blonde wig with dark roots. However, I could not get the ash blonde to come out perfect. So I kind of just did a 360 and made it into a fun Valentine's Day wig. But I did go ahead and keep the dark roots. So I am going to let you guys know how I darken my roots. So I did go ahead and start off with the Ion Color Brilliance, and I did the light ash brown, and I mixed that together with the Wella Color Charm and the foil volume enveloper. I do not know what happened to my footage of actually coloring the roots, so I did go ahead and I just put it on there for about 15 minutes, let it sit, and then rinse it out, and I kind of got the dark roots. As far as the color, I am going to go ahead and mix the Wella Color Charm paints. This is the Rose Pastel with the Ion Color Brilliance-Rose Quartz. I did go ahead and I bought about 5 of each. The first time set around, I did go ahead and I tried to do the watercolor. That's why you guys see it's kind of pink. However, because of the thickness of the Ion and also the thickness of the Wella Color Charm paints, it just wasn't latching onto the hair like I wanted it to. It was only coating some strands and then not coating others. So I realized it was going to take a lot of work to do it, so I kind of just scratched that and went old-fashioned with it, and then went ahead and just did the brush method. So for overall hair total, when it comes to the brush method, I did go ahead and I used 4 boxes of the Wella Color Charms color, and then I went ahead and I used 4 boxes of the Ion Color Brilliance Rose Quartz, and I just mixed one of each together just to create the color. Overall, I will say that the color came out nice. The Wella Color Charm paints kind of brought more of a pinkness to it, while the Ion Color Brilliance kind of brought off that rose gold, and when mixed together really well, I kind of got the perfect colors that I was kind of looking for. When I go ahead and I blow dry it out, you guys will see the different colors that I'm talking about when I tell you guys. You can see more of the pink and then more of the rose gold. So overall, it did work out well for me, so I can't complain. But like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and mix these on and mix them together and then apply it onto my hair, making sure that I coat every strand nice and even. Because it is thick, it was a little harder for me to work with. Versus when I use my Kiss or my Adore colors. Because they're more of a watery substance, it's easier for me to work it into the hair. When it comes to like a thick one, I don't know if you guys ever use Ion or the Wilhelmina paints or either Arctic Fox, you know it's kind of thicker, so it takes more to work it into. But you guys, overall, it does go ahead and coat onto the hair beautifully. I do find out that these 3 brands, the Ion, the Wella, and the Arctic Fox, do not necessarily bleed out. They latch onto the hair, so when you go to rinse it, you get hardly no bleeding. So the hair is truly taking in the color. But overall, you guys, like I said, I went ahead and I just let this sit for about 4 hours in my hair, and then I went to go rinse it out. I did not use any other product to rinse it out other than the Ion Color Sealer, and this kind of just goes ahead and it traps that color in, making sure that it really takes into the hair and processes it really well. I do want to let you guys know, because of the length of this video, and I have been through hell and back with this video, you guys. So for the length of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I will not be showing you guys the install, mainly because I do have videos on how I install my hair before, and I didn't really do nothing particular in this install other than just, use my bed head spray to lay it down. So I did not show you guys the install. If you do want to see how I install, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I did record it and I will post it, you guys, but it was just so long and this video itself was long, so I didn't want to put the install on and have like a 30-minute video, so I did cut the install out. But yeah, nothing changes to how I normally install my hair. So if you do want to see it, I will link down some videos of some very detailed installs that I do, so you guys can see how I install my hair. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over the head. Like you said, I did do the back and I am moving to the front. Like I said, it did take me about 4 bottles each to completely coat and cover the head into a beautiful color that evenly on all the strands, and nothing is left out and blonde. So overall, this is how it's coming out, you guys. Like I said, I just leave it in for 4 hours, and then I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out with my Ion Color Sealer, you guys, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it is all rinsed out and then air dried next day. Alright, so like I said, you guys, this is basically what it's looking like. This is next day after I rinsed it out. I went ahead and I let it sit overnight and air dry, and this is basically what it's looking like when it's about 85% dry. And I'm just going to go in there with my blow dryer and finish blow drying it out. as I'm blow drying it out, you guys can truly see the color of it. I know because of my lighting it looks a little more pink, but you guys can just definitely see like the different strands that took more of the Wella Color Charm pink, and then ones that took more of the Ion Color Brilliance color. But overall, when they mix it together, I think the color came out nice. Like I said, you guys, in my camera it does look more pink than rose gold, but it is like a beautiful rose gold color. The hair itself held up pretty well. As you guys know, for me, finding a 613 hair that can take color and take processing really well and then hold up at the end is really hard, because I tend to sometimes run into those problems where I have my ends, after they get colored, they get kind of brittle and hard and they break easily and they just kind of look damaged and raggedy. So finding a color that kind of sticks up is really hard for me. But this is basically the end result after I blow dry it out, you guys. As you guys can see, I have those dark roots still in there. This is how it's looking. As you guys can see, it is a rose gold color, and you can see the different dimensions from where I use the Wella versus where I use the Ion. And I kind of liked how it came out that way. So I'm just going to go in there and just start flat ironing out, you guys, and get into the styling process. Like I said, it is not going to show you guys how I install. It's going to mainly do about installing. It's going to mainly be about me styling, because I never show you guys how I style my wigs. On my mannequin heads and stuff like that, I always style it on my head. And also, I just want to get more content for my Instagram and all my other social media channels. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just style it on my mannequin head, take some pictures, and like I said, if you want to see the install, go ahead and let me know and I will. I will show you guys the end result though of how it looks on my head at the end, and as you guys saw some in the beginning. So just getting into, like I said, the flat iron. Before I get too into it, I do want to say excuse my nephew. He is going to be in most of this styling video because he decided he wanted to come watch TV with me. So that's what you're seeing, and that's who you see in the background. But getting into the flat iron, you guys, I did go ahead and pick up a new flat iron. This is my Baby Blitz titanium flat iron. I did purchase this from Sally Beauty Salon. I'll go ahead and put all the details down below. I am just in love with this flat iron. But overall, this is what the hair is looking like. You can see better the different colors and different dimensions of the rose gold and the pink. The hair is beautiful. It's soft. It's wavy. It has that bounce, that volume. Just overall that beauty into it. So I do definitely recommend trying this hair, you guys. Like I said, I'll put all the details down below. This is going to be my hair vendor. I'm not necessarily sure if I want to go with this hair vendor, so I will go ahead and tag them in my video and tag them on my Instagram if you guys want to test them out for yourselves. But yeah, getting into the styling, I am going to go ahead and do a side part. Lately I've just been filling my side parts, you guys. I was doing middle parts for the longest, but lately I am just, like I said, filling my side part. So I am going to put it into the side part and just start styling, you guys. So I did just go ahead and part it off. I do want to mention also, I did go ahead and I tint my lace with my lace tint spray, which is from the Wig Gurus. I did not put that part on camera, but I will go ahead and put the link down below, you guys. Like I said, this is the lace tint that I use from Wig Gurus. I did not film this part, but I will make sure I do that in my next video so you guys can see how the Wig Gurus lace tint works out and how it looks. So this is what I'm just going to go ahead and do after flat ironing out, you guys, and parting it. I am going to go ahead and take my hot comb and just go in there and lay down that frontal. Make sure that frontal is nice and flat, and then make sure the hair is nice and straight and flat. Just in case, I decide to go ahead and rock it straight, you want to get the full view on how it's looking. So like I said, just go in there and just straighten it out. And as far as a wax stick, I'm going to be using this Remi wax stick. This is a wax stick that I picked up at my local beauty supply store. I just recently got into wax sticks. I'm just trying to decide which one works better, whether it's a wax sticks versus mousse or versus hairspray, just to lay down my baby hairs and also just lay down those flyaways and give me that ultimate lay down and flatness. Overall, I know in my last video I showed you guys my TIGI bedhead wax stick. This one's actually way cheaper, like $15 cheaper. And overall, I do like this one better. I feel like it gives that overall shine and ending result and ending salon professional look. So I do recommend trying this one, you guys. I will put the information down below. Like I said, I got it at a local beauty supply store, and I definitely don't think it has a website, but I will try to find it on not Instagram. I'll try to find it on maybe Amazon and put the link down below. But this is one of my favorite wax sticks so far. So after just applying that wax stick all over and melting down, laying down that frontal and that hair and making sure there's no flyaways and then laying those baby hairs, I'm just going to take my hot comb once again, and this is kind of just giving that ultimate melt. As you guys can see, that hairline is looking fabulous. I am just in love with the hairline. But this is kind of what that the hot comb step does. It kind of just brings out all those details, making sure everything is nice and smooth and just looks more realistic rather than just being a wig type. So overall, I'm just going to go ahead and finish styling you guys, but this is basically how it's looking when it's straight. But you know me, I always want to pop some curls in it just to see different hairstyles and how it takes different things, whether it's heat or not. So I am going to go ahead and try my pinup curls thing again, you guys. I know in my last video it was an ultimate epic fail, but I am going to go ahead and just try it again by pinning up the curls and just making them tighter and look more clean. Personally, I like this method if I can get it down or even get the words out, but I like this method. I feel like my curls are just more bouncy rather than if I just curl them. I feel like they don't have that hold as well as if you like pin them up and let them sit for a while. So like I said, I like this method, so I definitely want to make sure I get this method down so these curls come out fabulous. I will say overall, the back part came out pretty well. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so go ahead and leave any helpful tips or anything like that. You guys, if you see me doing something wrong, I probably could watch more YouTube videos on this step, but I'm somebody who like kind of wings it so I can learn rather than watching and learning. So yeah, I am just going to go ahead and just, like I said, I just winged it. I feel like the back did come out pretty well. I do have to work on the front. I feel like I did not get that part well, so I did have to go in after I took these out and do a little touch up and curl into it. But you guys will see that step. But other than that, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead, like I said, and I'm just going to curl this up, pin it all the way up. And then I do let it sit overnight because I don't know if you guys can tell based on the lighting or even my nephew's attire, it's clearly time to go to bed. It's bedtime. So it is kind of late. So after pinning this up, you guys, I do go ahead and head off to bed. But I did go ahead and just let this sit, and then the next day I come in there, take out those curls, and just start doing the rest of the styling. But yeah, let's just go ahead and finish curling this up. Alright guys, so like I said, this is the next day, new setup, new background and everything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out these curls. First thing you want to do is always moisturize your hand. Just because, like your natural hair, you don't want to touch any type of hair while it's dry. It creates frizz, messes up your styling and everything like that. So I did go ahead and I used the Chi Silk Infuse to go ahead and just kind of moisturize my hands. I feel like this also brings shine to my hair. But I'm just going to go ahead and start taking down these curls and styling it. And you guys will see the ending product. Like I said, you guys, just make sure you're taking your time when you're taking them out. I know it looks like I'm going pretty fast. That's just the way I edit the video. But I am taking my time and making sure I don't create any frizz, but also don't damage any of the curls or anything like that. Alright, so this is what it's looking like when I take all the curls out. Like I said, you guys, I can definitely use more help on the front. The front did not come out well. But I'm just going to go ahead and take a wide tooth comb and just kind of comb through it and start styling and curling it or anything needed to get the ending style. Overall, I did like how my bangs came out. I think those came out pretty well, especially when you go ahead and do a little styling to it. But overall, like I said, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and start styling it, making sure it looks nice. What I basically do is I go ahead with my Chi Silk Infusion and style over it for some shine. And then because I'm not that good with the curls itself, I am going to go ahead and take my curling iron and just start popping some curls into it. I do take my hot comb and just start, going against the hairline again and just making that look nice and neat once again. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to take my curling iron and just start popping in some curls, curling it and styling it the way I want it to be so that it looks amazing. And then I will show you guys the ending product. Once again, I did not film my install, so if you guys want to see how I installed it, go ahead and leave any comments down below and things like that to go ahead and let me know. I did film it, I am just not putting it on here because of the length of this video. So if it's something you guys do want to see, let me know. I do have videos of where I already did do install, so I do link those down below so you guys can see what my installs look like. But other than that, you guys, this is basically the end result of my hair. Like I said, just going in there, making sure I style it. I did go ahead and use my Sebastian shaper to get that bang in place. But if you do want to see, you guys, this is kind of what it's looking like on my head. Like I said, I'm not going to show the full install, but this is looking like on my head after I use that Wig Guru tint spray to go ahead and tint it. But this is the end result, you guys. Like I said, I am just in love with this hair. Right here, you can definitely see the rose gold into it. I feel like that rose gold popped out really well. I feel like the overall design popped out really well. Like I said, you guys, this is a 613 hair. I definitely will recommend you guys using. So I will go ahead and put the links down below to it. But overall, you guys, this is the end result. I am just in love with it. Of course, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys back here next time for more. Bye, beauties.